I awake at 3:45 a.m., time to grind. I sprint to the kitchen and drink some eggs, then my 16,000 push-ups before 5, and of course, my yoga. No, it's definitely not how it goes, but that's okay, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little later in this video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Adam, and I've never felt appreciated by any company that I've worked for. People get into entrepreneurship for a multitude of different reasons, and the one that did it for me was that I just wanted to be treated right by my boss, by my company, compensated well enough, not work insane hours, and after years, I just couldn't get that. I still could not get that. I went to school, I graduated, university, got a job. It was not that epic, didn't make a lot of money, I didn't enjoy it, I didn't like the industry that I just got into, so I decided to start a YouTube channel while I was working, and then eventually it built up to something that I could live off. So then I said, bye-bye job, bye-bye. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I like the people there. It's just that the company, I'm not gonna say anything else, because I came across something better. That was my YouTube channel, and I enjoyed it more. I didn't want to do this anymore, started working on this, and this ended up getting big enough so that I could leave this behind. If I was my own boss, then you get what I'm saying. Then I'd be able to treat myself how I want to be treated, right? This is not just a follow me around day in the life video, but I'm gonna talk about how my business actually makes money right now. Some of my thoughts on entrepreneurship in 2021 and also YouTube, and like how I was able to transition from my job to YouTube, kind of the process, while also going through my day, seeing what it looks like for me to be doing my work. I don't know why I said that so weird, but to see what it looks like for me to work. Let's try again. I get up around 8 to 8:30 most days, and then I make my trip to the office. From 8 to 10 in the morning, I usually do the heavy lifting with my brain because it only stays good for so long. This is when I do, I'm getting pop-ups. This is when I do my negotiating with brands, negotiating with people. We're talking about money things. That's important, obviously. And I used to do my emails like late at night when I finished everything, but I agreed to a few things that I wouldn't have agreed to maybe normally if my brain was right, because I was just so tired that I wanted to just get through the emails, and I probably wouldn't have agreed to those normally. So I learned my lesson the hard way on that. The morning is kind of like admin work. The reason I came up with the idea for this video is because of the amount of like day in the life or morning routines that I see that revolve around like hustle culture. And a lot of the stuff in those videos, you guys know, it's like portrayed to be like, look at how efficient I am, look at how successful I am, but that's not a good portrayal of like their normal days. I bet you they don't work 20 hours a day every day. I wanted to share my day in the life because I kind of did what some of these people want to do, whether it's leave their job for YouTube or it's leaving their job for a business or something like that. But I did it while not giving into the insane hustle culture or just, working 24/7. So if I can do it, then people need to see that it's possible not to always just be grinding. There's more to life than grinding. It's okay to not be productive sometimes. It's okay to not always be working on your business. And I got stuck in the mindset of that I have to be always doing something for the business, but that's not the truth. And over time, you get better at being okay with chilling, not doing stuff. You can't just not do stuff ever, but in intervals. I eat around 11 or 12 and make my pre-workout because I don't really like coffee, and I know I just triggered a bunch of people, I'm sorry. I usually watch a few YouTube videos or a podcast at lunch, and I've been watching a lot of the Iced Coffee Hour with Graham Stephan. You guys should check that out, and I know I don't like coffee, but I watch the Iced Coffee Hour. It should be okay, I should be okay. So my main business right now is my YouTube channel. I have different streams of income and different like smaller businesses around my YouTube channel, but YouTube is the car of my business. Like a car allows you to go different places and have opportunities that you wouldn't have otherwise. It's the same with having a YouTube channel. I wouldn't be able to make money affiliate marketing without having a YouTube channel. When I decided I wanted to be my own boss or like make my own business, I actually started with the idea of a YouTube channel because I didn't have a product in mind right away. I didn't have a perfect thing that would make me a bunch of money, and I did know that I love making YouTube videos. And if you ever get to a point where you have a following and you are maybe a somebody, it's a lot easier to make money. You have way more opportunities. So if you're also a YouTuber, remember that your channel is the most important part of the whole process, because that's what brings people in. Even if you're doing one-on-ones or selling products, if you're not bringing people in the first place, it's gonna be hard to have progress. Other parts of your like YouTube business will only be there as long as your car is actually driving or your channel is actually growing. And if you want to help my car, you could leave a like on this video. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but you know. I wrote down the top 5 ways that I make money through my YouTube channel, so I just wanted to share those ones. The ones that make me the most amount of money are AdSense, brand partnerships, one-on-ones, one of my own products that I sell, and then number 5 is affiliate marketing. Not too different from how most YouTubers make their money, but that's how I make it. You know, that's the truth. So speaking of one-on-ones, we've got one to get to right now. One of my good friends, Nick, he's got a clothing brand, which is where I got this hoodie. It's called One Off, and we get on calls probably like once or twice every week or so just to talk about business, new ways to market our stuff, ideas for each other, and that's the call we're gonna get on right now. Snapchat, that's how we do business. Hello. Big girl, are you gonna do like a giveaway for 5K?
Free pair of pants, doing a giveaway, and like a couple hoodies or something.
If you were gonna describe your business in 3 words, what would they be?
Different is better.
Go follow Nick if you want some free stuff. I'll put his on the screen right here. Someone asked me the other day how many hours I think I work in a day, and I would say when thinking about it, it's definitely a lot easier to say you work and just to work a lot more hours when you work for yourself. Pretty much everything I do throughout the day is for my business, so almost everything is work. But to answer that, it's probably around 10 to 12 hours every single day, unless, you know, I'm not working that day. Bia Heza is a really great YouTuber, super successful, making a lot of money, I assure you, and he said he only works 5 hours a day, which is insane because that, you know, if you think about it, 5 hours a day to run his $1 million business, and he is making a bag. Obviously he uses those 5 hours like super efficiently and does a lot of great work, but still it's insane to think about only 5 hours for, you know, $1 million business. I make a point of getting outside at least once a day because otherwise I would just sit at my desk and work all day. I mean, I always have things to do. If you start a business, you know you always have things that you could be doing. Here I am in the back of my truck. There's a school in my background, so I have to be kind of careful because it looks like I'm filming some suspicious stuff. It might. I don't know. No one's talked to me yet, but they might. I usually go play some basketball if the courts aren't occupied. Obviously with COVID, if there's people there, like now, I'm not gonna go play with them. People say it's important to get outside, you know, even if I'm not playing basketball, I'll just go for a walk or even a drive. I really think it's important to have things in your life that totally take your mind off work. Like whatever it is, whatever your job is, whatever your work is, whatever's next, something that totally takes your mind off that. It is super windy. You can probably tell by my hair or the audio. I don't know how good this is. Because if you're thinking about all the time what the next step is and what you have to work on next, then that's when you start overthinking things. Because the more time I have to think about these things, the more I'm going to think about them. And if you have things in your life to take your mind off of what you're supposed to be doing next as far as work goes and things you have to do, then you'll be able to give your brain a break. Running your own business, no matter what type, any type, even YouTube, you are gonna be wearing multiple hats. You're gonna be the graphic designer one day, and then the next day you're gonna be the accountant, and then the brand strategist, and then the this and that, and you're gonna have to do everything. From like 1 to 6, I usually do the hard work throughout the day. You know, whether that's editing video, shooting video, going and meeting up with people to shoot a video, maybe it's planning a video, and that's what it actually is today. It's a lot harder to stick to a set schedule when you are running like a business like YouTube because you're doing so many jobs, and because of that, my priorities switch all the time, so I'm always thinking I'm gonna do one thing one day and it might change up. Today, I'm scripting and planning an entire new video, the next video, and so I'm gonna be spending the rest of the day right here at the desk. Scripting and outlining videos is by far the most time-consuming part of my business, of my YouTube channel, of my life. And the reason I put so much time into outlining and kind of scripting a video is because every video should have some kind of story. The best videos out there are not just videos that give you information, you know, it's information with an experience or with a story to follow. So even with simple videos like this one, I did pace this video. I did do a bit of an outline because I didn't want it to be a boring video. Like I said, that is just me going, and then I did this, and then I did this, and then I did this. It's more than that. So after like 8 p.m., I don't want to be doing much work anymore. The only work I want to be doing is stuff that is not life or death. Like I don't want to be having to finish something for tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to stay up up late tonight. I used to do that and procrastinate and do everything at night that was important. Missed a lot of hours of sleep that way. I'm also working on a business that I have yet to announce, but I'm currently saving up some money to start that. So I'll be revealing that on this channel soon and actually talking all about it. I make sure to prioritize my YouTube channel because, again, it is the car of the business and of my, success. Even if I don't have a bunch of success, the stuff that I do have is because of YouTube. I'm just a person who doesn't want to work for anyone else at heart. That's why I'm always thinking of other things, new things that I can do and start. At the beginning of the video, I was pretty preachy. I was like, hustle culture bad, no hustlers here. And then here I am working, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. There is a difference between just working a lot and then grinding. And that's why I think it's so much easier to work 12 hours for yourself versus 8 hours for somebody else. Because most of the time you're working for somebody else, you're not doing things that you would want to be doing. When something's always a grind, that's when you start to get sick of it and start to hate what you maybe once loved and liked working on. And maybe that's the message for this video, that if you find something that you really love working on and building, you won't have to grind 24/7. You may just be working a lot. I'll see you next week.